You've heard him on Morning Music, Wyoming Public Radio. Please give a warm welcome to Crescent Moon.
1, 2, 3.
We love them, they love us. The one, the only, close your lungs. I'm pleased to welcome, and I hope you'll join me in welcoming the Fusel Sisters.
There was a time on earth when in the books of heaven and on the countless heavens for sins yet unforgiven, my name was at the top with many things to love, but I went unto the keeper.
It seems like there's a great mix of people that have come out. It sounds like the community is kind of coming by and checking out the booths and checking out the music.
For one thing, it's a lovely setting. It's a free festival. There's a lot of good entertainment. I think it's very relaxed. The town and the organizers of this festival, I think, are very accommodating.
I'm Mike Clark, and my particular responsibilities for the Oyster Ridge Music Festival are as director of the festival and a member of the steering committee. It had been primarily just a venue for and a platform for the Wyoming State Flat Pick Contest.
And that's something else unique about this festival, is the contest. And you've had 2 Wyoming champions win the Nationals.
So they asked my organization, to the Kimmer Outreach Office and the museum and the chamber, to get together and kind of reinvent the thing.
Mr. Kimmer, he's the one that financed the backing to get the coal mines going. And that's why Kimmer is named after him. And Quayle, Patrick Quayle, he's the one that actually did all the prospecting out here to find the coal. JCPenney started here, 1902.
I think Kimmer is so cool. It took me a few years to be accepted.
I think it's the atmosphere. It's definitely laid back, like clumsy lovers come back repeatedly.
What could be nicer? It's a summer day and you got good bluegrass music and you got some food and good folks.
I think you have fantastic performance. The ambience is great. People are so relaxed.
Well, I think it's just, it's in a small town atmosphere here in the beautiful triangle in Cameron, Wyoming.
We play so many festivals all over the country, and this one's a neat one. Number one, it's free.
Sit and listen to some really good music for free.
I mean, number one, it says free.
It's free for all the participants, which is really fantastic. I mean, they've been able to keep really good quality bands and good quality music, and just for people just for free, and that's really wonderful.
And I'm just a poor boy, I don't know how, and I end up with a girl man. There's a fire on the highway and it's dark in town, just like those songs I knew. There's a home in the valley, there's a home.
Plus, there's so many different vendors with craft vendors, and so there are a lot of different activities. So I think it's a really neat festival, neat opportunity for people to take advantage of.
I walk on forever, never settle down, 'cause there's no time for me. And all your words of redemption and just slow me down. It might time to see.
My name is Robin Kessinger, and I've been coming to this festival since 1992. I love to entertain. I love to play for people. I'm a ham. And I do workshops. We did a workshop yesterday, one of the biggest workshops we've ever had. What people get out of these workshops is not to be afraid of the instrument. A lot of people are afraid of the instrument before they start.
Just keep on doing it, because I can kind of follow it around there.
Well, I just treat them like they're coming to my house, Paul. get a lot of fun out of them. They learn, not necessarily learn how to, maybe they can't execute that tune that day, but they have a lot of things that they take home with them and learn how to practice with and improve them. They have great music here. This is one of the most different festivals I've ever been to. I play at a lot of festivals, and this festival is unique.
Yeah, I'm Sue Cunningham with the Hickory Project. Okay. This is our first time for being here. Yeah, actually, this is our first time for being in Wyoming, for playing in Wyoming. So it's a big thing for us.
Well, we're Ann and Pete Sibley, and we're coming down from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and this is our first time to the Kimmer Festival here, and pretty honored that we got asked to be here today.
Well, with the Crescent Moon String Band, we're out of Evanston. 2 of us are from there, and 2 out of Salt Lake City. Luckily, the last 2 years, we've got invited to play at the festival. So,
I think it's well, number one, it has a range of music, a variety of music. I've noticed it has. We play our own form of bluegrass music, and then the Clumsy Lovers last night, they have their own form of music, and Ann and Pete Sibley. So I think there's it has a really special musical variety that people probably really enjoy.
It's fun because we usually play more kind of straight bluegrass festivals, so this is fun that it's a mix of music, and folks like the Clumsy Lovers doing all kinds of good stuff, and of course now we get to hear Hickory Project in the background, and just, I mean, the mix of music is really fun.
This festival carries a lot of prestige. I don't think the people here realize how prestigious this festival is. There's a lot of people that come here that want to play here just because it's the Oyster Ridge Festival.
Because this is one of the finest festivals around the area. It just gets bigger and bigger every year, and they get bigger and better bands, and it's just a great time.
Think you're coming back?
Oh, if they invite us, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And folks have been so nice to us, and it's so nice for us to meet folks in our home state.
Yeah, as long as they'll have us, we'll be back.
Sure, we'd love to come back.
We audition bands via submission of their CDs and, through their press kits, etc. Sometimes we'll pick a band that submits to us. Sometimes we go out and look for a band that we know that we want to use.
Yes, I've liked the Hickory Project the best so far. They're all fabulous bands, but that's been my favorite.
Pete and Ann Sibley are coming on soon. They're kind of, I like them a lot.
The Clumsy Lovers, definitely. The Navigators, Trampled by Turtles.
Of course, we had the Peasall sisters, and someone that's identified with an Academy Award winning movie, a Grammy-winning soundtrack. That's going to generate a lot of interest. And I think our only criteria is that they have that indefinable substance that we call quality.
I'm going to tell you who my favorite band was, but there's a reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, I love all the bands, And this was a total surprise today. There was a fellow watching me, and he was grinning at me, looking at me, and just grinning. He was, back in the crowd. And I picked him out, and the guy was just standing back against the lamppost, leaning on it, and grinning, had his arms crossed. I said, I know that guy. He looks so familiar. Well, I found out, somebody came up to me and says, Robin, do you know the group Hickory Project? Says, you've heard of them. Yeah, they're booked here. Says, well, your cousin, Anthony Hannigan, is playing with them. So that was my cousin over here. I haven't seen him for about 4 years. And then he came on stage and played with me. And so I have to say, they were my favorite group. Organization of this festival is just phenomenal. They keep records of what works and what doesn't work.
The first and maybe most important step is the fundraising. So we have to organize the fundraising, get sponsors and donors, find different ways to raise money, and then find people to execute those different ways of raising money. One is we sell advertising in the program.
We have been planning since August. We've had last August.
We contact sponsors and donors.
I helped with the brochure. We have to call and get donations for this, and we have to call businesses and organizations and ask for how big of an ad they would like, if they'd like to donate.
One is we negotiated an exclusive contract with New Belgium Brewing to supply some of their product and donate a bike in order for us to raise money. So there's the fundraising. If we could approach some larger donors, some industry, corporation, private donation, organization, we might be able to get all the money we need from one or two donors.
That takes a lot of planning and a lot of hard work on the part of the organizing committee, and I think it's great that they give that back to the community.
I think everybody involved believes in this festival, and it's doing something good.
And I think this documentary will give us something to show and explain to people what we're all about.
Oyster grass? Oyster grass? That's a good question. Interesting. That's going to be a hard question to answer. Oyster grass.
I don't have a clue. I should know this, huh?
I love oysters.
You've seen the signs, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys know what oyster grass is? Does anyone in this tent know?
I've heard of oyster grass, but I'm not sure what it is.
I think it's old-timey music myself, but...
Well, that's a good question. Oyster grass, it seems to be just this let's get out there and just have fun with bluegrass type of thing.
Oh, well, oyster grass was a term coined by my husband, Scott McKern. And when they asked, what kind of music do we play at the Oyster Ridge Music Festival, he said, oyster grass.
Well, you can't really say bluegrass because it's a music festival, so really it's a mix of music.
It's not necessarily a specific kind of music, but it's just a fun approach to enjoying bluegrass music that they do here at Oyster Ridge Bluegrass Festival.
Yeah, let's see. I think oyster grass is it's such a nice mix, and which is neat. And a lot of times we play at festivals that's just sort of straight bluegrass, and we're the ones that are a little bit different, a little bit of the folk and a little bit of the old timey. And so oyster grass is just a great mix.
Well, oyster grass is everybody has kind of a different definition of oyster grass.
Anything goes. That's oyster grass.
Well, Oyster Ridge, right, is a landmark here. So it's obviously a special type of grass that grows up on the ridge that's hard to find.
Just tell me how to make it last.
I believe you're seeing people that have a deep appreciation for music.
I never really thought about what oyster grass was until you said that, but this is oyster grass.
Well, it's a mix of very traditional Appalachia-style bluegrass to very avant-garde, very highly energetic bluegrass, and I think just that range of sound is what we call oyster grass.
It's our logo. It's something so people remember the festival.
Maybe oyster grass is kind of like a pearl, and you just put that seed down in there and all the different musics and varieties that go in there. Make a beautiful pearl of a festival.
So I think that in my mind is what oyster grass is a good, expressive music that kind of touches the heart of those people that come to enjoy it.
The only life that will endure is one that's kind and good and pure. And so for God, I'll take my stand. Each day I'll lend a helping hand. Life's evening sun is sinking low, it's sinking low. A few more days and I must go to meet the deeds that I have done, where there will be no setting sun.
Thank you. We're the Navigators from New York City. We're thrilled to be here. This first song is a song on a new CD. We just, you're the first few people to be able to buy it. It's called Measure of Love. It starts back there on the drums, moves over there on the bass, and then I start playing a little guitar, a little harp. Some people take it, and others they fake it and rewrite history all through. You think you are holding the card that crawls into your mind like a drug. That spell beauty won't ever tell you what is the measure of love. What is the measure of love? You just need to cover the truth. So you analyze it, categorize it, drag it on up from its root. But the truth is changing each day in a way no machine can judge. The objective mind cannot define.
My name is Lynn Harrell, and I'm from Kemmer, Wyoming.
Well, my name is Norberto Aguado. I come here on vacation from Missouri. I'm original from Spain.
My name's Tammy Nolte, and I'm from Draper, Utah.
My name is Just Humphrey, and I'm from Billings.
That's kind of interesting. See that little bird come by. Yeah, all right.
Biodiversity Conservation Alliance. We're a conservation organization, and we're from Laramie.
My name is Tyler Stenson from Portland, Oregon, and I'm from the band Lander.
Hello, this is Jim Nations.
See, maybe they think this is like a flower. They might come up and just check this out. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Shar Muller, and I'm from Kimmer, Wyoming.
Well, my name's Gary Trotter, and I'm running for United States Congress for the House of Representatives.
I love bluegrass. When I was in Spain, I used to listen to a lot of bluegrass.
And you've got the oyster grass guy right here.
I got washed away.